his birthday today, that is April 30th. And at Ram Ganesh Venkateshan gets celebrated his birthday on 1st of May, that's tomorrow. And at Jai Sham Bhaskar is celebrating his birthday on 3rd of May. And at Pavitra Venkatraman is celebrating her birthday on the 4th of May. And Geeta Giridharan is celebrating her birthday on the 4th of May. These are all the birthdays and wedding anniversary announcements, President. You can take over.
Thank you, Raman. May I request our Pradeep, our Green Rotarian, to read the four-way test?
Yeah, good evening, Rotarians. Of the things we speak, say or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Yes.
Thank you. So, well, I'm happy a Green Rotarian is able to grab the four-way test without much of stammering, which is good. Thank you. Right.
Thank you.
Let me do the honors of introducing our speaker for the day, Ignatius Raffel. I know him as a good friend for the last several years, but not as a person who's taken the new avatar as a deep sleep coach. Iggy, I call him as affectionately. He has got over 30 years of management experience. And, he has been a third generation entrepreneur. He did his schooling in Loyola, Don Bosco, and then his graduation in Loyola. And since then, he has been holding several positions at the corporate level. He has been a publisher, a printer, a designer, and he has also been the head of operations of an animation company. And he has been a strategic business consultant for many startups, primarily who have been in the tech space. And that's how I know him as a person. And over the few years, he has hit upon a very passionate chord in his life where he's gone deep into researching about sleep and its impact on health and consequential impact on wealth, I guess. So he is currently authoring a book on deep sleep formula. And, he's currently got upon a journey to transform the lives of people in terms of helping them rediscover, much of their agility and attention to the finer things by regaining the lost sleep. So without sleeping much over it, let me pass on the baton to Iggy to take over the proceedings. And I hope we really get to sleep well tonight. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Giridhar, for inviting me for this beautiful Rotary forum. I'm Ignatius, and I'm also a Rotarian from Ronorth. So,
okay. Sorry, missed out that.
Yeah. In fact, my journey on sleep started after our president passed away, Rotarian Ganapati. I don't know, many of you will know him. He passed away very young, less than 40, before his 40th birthday. And my journey started because 2 weeks after he died, at that time, nobody knew what. It was after COVID came, but it was not COVID which killed him. It was just, he just died in his sleep early in the morning. So, we had a good friend who's in Kaveri Hospital who took him even after he was pronounced dead to check what was really wrong. He was a really fit person. There's no financial problem, no relationship problem, there's no health problem, perfectly fit gentleman, passed away before he was 40. And there was no connection with sleep at that time. But 2 weeks later, I received a call from a classmate, schoolmate of his, from his village, and through a common friend. And he said this guy hardly used to sleep because he was a enormously successful person. Even as a president, he did very well. He always wants to do excellently. His quest for excellence is so high. After his family goes to sleep, he'll continue to do his work. And then morning, he'll go for early morning run or walk. I used to see him at 5 o'clock at the beach running. Marathon training means even a little earlier he will go. So consistently he kept stealing sleep hours. And that really was a cause of his death. So after that really spurred me, because I also coach other business owners for scaling up. And I know how many of them sacrifice sleep so that they can grow their business. Because that's the only thing which is not complaining. They can take away the hours, nobody's coming. They cannot take away from family. Family will complain, business will complain, social commitments will complain, but sleep does not complain. So quietly people can take away from it because they think that there's no problem. Nothing is really happening. And till it is too late. I mean, so this is why I started on this and I learned so much in 1 year, and I want to share some of it with you all, with your permission. Can I share the screen? Am I allowed to? Yeah, okay. So I have a share screen. One moment.
I think you can share.
Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah. So I want you to think of, because a lot of us have confused beliefs around sleep, which is why we have got into these problems. The problems arise because we don't have sufficient, nobody in school, college, nowhere anybody is teaching us how to, conduct ourselves with respect to sleep. So what do you think will happen if we never sleep? It's just going to be interactive. So please feel free to unmute and speak. What would happen if we never slept? What do you think will happen? You can either type or speak out. I have no problem.
All your faculties will slowly, one by one, they will stop functioning.
Correct. Exactly. Beautifully said. So we may die. Yes, absolutely. Eventually we'll die. So I think the world record, Guinness World Record was 11 days. And that person had become, everything started deteriorating after day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4.
Actually, we may die by others troubling us.
Pardon?
If you don't sleep, you're going to trouble the entire family.
So, yeah. You'll even become suicidal. You'll get to a point where you want to kill yourself. I mean, it's that bad. It's that painful. So this is if we continuously, I mean, in a chronic, I mean, in an acute way, we push ourselves not to sleep. But a lot of us chronically do it. We steal 1 hour, 2 hours, and so on. So what do you think would happen if we reduce 2 hours from our daily sleep? Instead of 8 hours, we do 6 hours. Can we function? Is it okay to do it?
Yes.
How many of you say it's okay to do it? It's okay to do it? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Who all believe yes we can? And who says no we can't? I just want to know your belief system, because it will help me. Because if you all believe that we cannot, then we can move forward faster. But if you think we can survive on 6 hours, quality is important. Yes, quality and in this particular case, quality and quantity is important. Yes. Yes, we can. Yes. So this is what modern life has taught us, because we have electricity, we have internet, we have all the gadgets which distract us, keep us occupied, and we can afford to go after them and ignore sleep. That is what is happening. Good enough. We will slow down. Yes. Okay. We will find out about this. So this person for me is like one guru, because I've learned he's a last 25 years he's been working in this particular field of sleep research. And he's a founder and director of the Human Sleep Science Lab in the University of California, Berkeley. Okay, so what does he say? If you have all slept enough, our healthcare burden would plummet. We would have had better mental health and fewer suicides. Business would be more productive. Global economies would be healthier. Roads would be safer. Children will be smarter. Sleep is the best health insurance policy you could ever wish for. I'd like to tell you he's a doctor. He's a neuroscientist. So he's done in their country's equivalent, MBBS and so on. And he talks in his book about the fact that in MBBS, let's say 5.5 years MBBS, there's only 1 chapter on sleep. That's only a few classes on sleep. What is taking us 1/3 of our life, a doctor learns for less than a chapter in 5.5 years. Okay, that is how much a GP will know about sleep. This is why pharma companies have, this is the way they've designed it, because medical, I'm sure there are doctors here, they can only go by diagnostics and give prescriptions. So the whole business is based on diagnosing a problem and prescribing pharmacologically, mostly. Okay, they don't talk of habit change, behavior change. They do. Some GP who knows you well and all says, sleep better, do this, do that. They may give you some habit change, discipline change, but it's pharmacological. Right? Because sleep has all the medicines available in all the pharmacies in the world, and it is free. Sleep has that for you. In today's condition, I think we all should realize that sleep is what will help you build immunity. Yes, you must do mask. Yes, you must wash your hands. Yes, you must have social distancing. All that is fine. But if you don't get quality sleep, okay, your immunity is getting compromised. That is your first line of defense, is quality sleep for 8 hours. So I will explain more about this as we go along. So these are the Sleep Foundation, National Sleep Foundation in the US. So age-wise, and we are all in the 26 to 64 or above age group. So 8 hours is a must for us. Okay, this is available in my blog and other things. You can see this. You can even Google this, sleep hours, you will get it. So 8 hours is a proven way. I mean, there is some people say 6 hours, some say 4 hours. We have our Isha Yoga Foundation. He says he sleeps 3 hours and 4 hours, but that's a yogi who lives, whose lifestyle is different. So each one may say different things about sleep, but how it affects them. Okay, this scientists have developed what is the right sleep time. And for us, it is better we err on in their favor rather than go against it. Correct? So 8 hours is something that is time tested. In fact, sleep is about a few million years old. It has evolved over a billion years. This is how our human body, our human brain has evolved. It has made us the primary species on the earth. It has made us the dominant species. It has given us the ability to be at the top of the food chain and just top of the organism chain and actually manage the whole earth. Okay, we've been able to do that because of sleep. Because sleep has so much happening inside that it helps. So before we get there, do you all have access to a computer? Can you get your sleep score? Or do you have a pen and paper at least? At least pen and paper. Okay, in which case I won't go into the direct sleep score. This questionnaire is something you can, each of you, calculate your own score. It's called this, it's a worldwide Pittsburgh Institute, university has designed this, and it's been tested for millions of people. So this is a, what do you call it, gold standard in terms of how your sleep quality is. First, are you satisfied with this is your opinion only. If you feel you're satisfied, always you can say 2, sometimes means 1, rarely means 0. So just put your number against each and then total your number. Alertness, do you stay awake all day without dozing? If it is rarely, it is 0. If it's always, it's 2. Similarly, timing, efficiency, duration. Can you all see it? Everybody can see it? All good enough? Please type your score in the chat box. What is your score, the total? I haven't seen anybody finished yet. It's only 5 questions.
Yeah, I am done. I scored 10 out of 10.
Oh, super. Okay. Suresh,
Because often I sleep.
Giridharan 6.
Raman, you're always sleeping.
Yeah, you know, Ram, you know that.
You're always sleeping, your alertness score is 0.
No, that is something which I wanted to ask you in the question and answer session when it comes to that.
There's no problem. About this, you can ask right now because others are yet to type.
See, always sleeping is different, but I sleep in the previous slide you had given 7 to 9 and the other one as a shade which is 10 hours.
Yeah.
What did it mean by the other shade of 10 hours?
If it is 10, it is bad. It has to be in the median. It's a
Hey,
balance.
Raman, நீ அவுட்ரா, நீ 11 மணி நேரம் தூக்குறாள்டா. நீ அந்த
Too
நீ
less,
பத்தெல்லாம் வேலைக்கு
too
வா.
much.
இல்ல இல்ல அதனாலதான் எனக்கு பிரச்சனையா இருக்கு.
ராமன் நீ சிங்கம் 20 hours தூங்கணும் சார் ஷுட்.
செக்ரட்டரி தூக்குறதால எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிரச்சனையா இருக்கு.
Hey, Ignatius, yeah, I got a question, yeah.
I'll go back to the
Now this is what I mean.
Yeah.
In the adult
முதல்ல கன்க்ளூஷன் முடிக்கட்டும் பா, அப்புறம் क्वेश्चन கேட்கலாம்.
Yeah, the 10 represent what? The blue color at the right hand side.
That is too many hours.
That's too many hours, is it? Okay.
Yes. So
Okay, I got one small variation there.
Yeah.
You put 6, last question, you put 6 to 8 hours per day.
yes,
If we sleep for 5 hours in the night, 2 hours during the day, does that count as 7 hours?
yeah, it is 7 hours. Yes. So that is called polyphasic sleep. That means in 2 phases you are sleeping. That is acceptable.
Pardon?
Yeah.
See, I sleep 9 hours in the night and 3 hours in the afternoon.
You are doing great business, Raman.
So you're
So what does it mean?
He doesn't, you
So
don't need
I really wanted to attend this program and
Raman,
understand my sleeping
So, Raman,
pattern.
your score
Raman.
here is
I will allow the speaker to
0.
continue his talk, sir.
No, he said ask questions, so I am asking questions. If he said don't ask questions, I will not ask questions.
No problem.
As simple as that.
அல்ல இல்ல உனக்கு
No problem,
immunity
I'll
வந்து
answer that.
உனக்கு immunity இருக்கு. No, you don't need vaccinations because sleeping enough.
ஏய் நீ
ஆமா, அதெல்லாம் ஒரு
ராமன்
speaker ன்னு ஒருத்தர்
ராமன்
இருக்காரு.
இப்போ முழிச்சுட்டு இருக்கேன்னு
நீங்க
கேள்வியே
வேற answer
கேட்காத.
சொன்னீங்கன்னா,
Hey,
speaker எதுக்கு
please,
சொல்லுங்க?
please allow the speaker to
Yeah,
answer
allow the
Raman.
speaker to answer
Answer
my
Raman,
question.
yeah,
Why
he
all of you
answers
need to
my
answer my
question also,
question?
please.
But Raman may go to sleep anytime, so allow him to.
Yeah, I am
Please
asking
allow
a
the
question to
speaker.
the speaker.
Please
Let him
allow the
please
speaker
answer
to
that.
answer. Please
Yeah.
allow the speaker to answer, please.
So
Please,
Raman,
sir.
if your score is 9 hours or 11 hours, that's duration. That means you're beyond 8 hours. So the duration, your score will be 0 because you're either less than 6 hours or above 8 hours is 0. Okay. So this is how you have to score yourself. Only then you'll get your true score. That 6 to 8 is considered, it's about balance. You can have too much of a good thing becomes a negative thing. Too less of a good thing also is a negative thing. You must get correctly in the balance.
But if I translate all that into the chart, whatever you are given here, I
Yeah.
can only put here as 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, right? I can't put anything other than 2 here.
No, your duration is 11 hours. So it is 0. The last question, your score will be 0.
Okay.
So do you get that? And alertness, do you stay awake all day without dozing?
Yeah, that is fine.
Yeah.
Or you mean to say afternoon sleep is not allowed at all?
No, it can be if it's just one sleep of 2 polyphasic sleep. That is, here somebody had asked, 5 hours in the night, 2 hours in the afternoon. That's allowed. So Ram Prasad asked, I think, right?
I asked it.
Oh, you had asked. Okay, sorry, I can't see your name in that.
It's okay, no issues.
Okay.
Because nights I sleep around 5.5 hours, daytime 2 hours. I
Yes,
think
that's
will fall. But normally people say your afternoon sleep doesn't count. You should not sleep and all.
No, it's per.
Especially
24
my wife tells that way.
Yeah, as per the scientists, what they say now, because it's actually now tested. It's called polyphasic sleep. A lot of Mediterranean people used to sleep like that. Greece and all, night they'll sleep. Afternoon also they'll have siesta. 2 hours siesta is accepted. So that is perfectly okay if you're used to it. So there's no problem in that. Okay. All right. So you all got your score now. So some of you are 9, some are 6, some are 5. Okay. So we'll move on. So how does the score affect you? For those of you who got less than 7, how does it affect you? So your body after one night of too little sleep, that is less than 6 hours, this is what happens to your eyes, your brain, your skin, your appetite. Your immune system gets compromised even in one day. Okay, let me give you an example here. Let's say you're awake for 18 hours to 20 hours continuously. You're awake for 18 to 20 hours. And then you take your car and go. You're going from one place to another. You're almost become like a drunken driver now. That lack of sleep has actually impacted you to an extent where you could lose concentration. You can lose few seconds of, you'll get micro sleep. It's called micro sleep. So when you're operating a machinery or you're driving, it can mean a difference between life and death. Because if you move to the next lane and you get hit or go against the next. So that's that's how crucial sleep is to you. It is so central to your survival, to your ability to perform. Everything is dependent on sleep. Don't treat it like one's, a third cousin who doesn't have, you don't have to care about. It is so central. Your day is good if your night is good, if your sleep is good. If your sleep is not good, your day is going to get, that means you're not 100% the next day. And one more day of going like that, you'll become from 100, 95, 90, 80, 75. Before you'll think that you're always forgetful, you're always, but that is not true. That's because you didn't give your time, your brain rest. You didn't give it that 8 hours sleep so it can consolidate memory. Because very important, even if you exercise, you learn car driving, then you slept, you'll remember all the moves. Okay, so athletes, any top performer, your sleep consolidates your learning. It makes you better. Even if you're a musician, you learned a new score. There is research papers saying that if you've slept and woken up, that score comes easily to you. Now, if you've not slept and you're trying to replay it, you're cranking. You have to keep on doing again and again, and you find it difficult. If you sleep and do it, it becomes effortless. So that is the power of the sleep. So the side effects, again, are irritability, your judgment gets impaired, right? See, actually it goes from, if your sleep consistently is bad, first you'll start with light depression. Then you can get dementia. Then like ADHD, bipolar, schizophrenic, suicidal. That's the root. As we keep on denying ourselves sleep, we keep pushing ourselves to a point where we become suicidal. And that is something people don't realize it is sleep. And doctors also are not able to tell that. They are only treating the disease, they're treating the condition. They don't see your underlying habits, which is causing it. So I want you to be aware, because if you become aware itself, you know what is happening. Become aware when one day you don't sleep, how are you the next morning? Are you taking right decisions? Is your relationship, are you fighting too much? Are you getting stressed? So as you see the correlation, you'll know that, okay, if I correct this, this will correct. Otherwise, you're only thinking, I'm losing my memory, or I'm short-tempered, I'm getting BP, I'm getting diabetes. All of these things because underlying conditions are there of lack of sleep, lack of sufficient sleep. So 6 hours doesn't count, 5 hours doesn't count. It is 7.5 hours. That is the right thing. 7.5 to 8 hours is a perfect one. I will show you how it works. What can you do to avoid them? Okay, now this is a typical night's sleep. So I like you to understand, because this they don't teach in school. Okay, a lot of you may not even have known. Some of you know, Giridhar would have seen because he attended the class. So a typical night's sleep is 5 cycles of 90 minutes. Each, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 you're seeing are all like this. 1 is 90 minutes, 2 is 90 minutes, 3 is 90 minutes. So when you fall asleep from awake state, you'll slip directly into light sleep. That if you notice, it's steeply going through REM. REM you don't get when you fall asleep. Then you spend time in light sleep, then deep sleep, come back again up to REM and go back. So this is how this wave goes through the night. You don't even realize it. Sometimes you'll wake up 2-3 times also. you may remember one time or two times, but each of these times between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's a possibility of you waking up for a few seconds and going back. Okay, so it's a waveform, as you can see. Now, the first 3 sections, the first 4.5 hours is where your deep sleep happens. And in deep sleep, memory, it moves, there are 2, 3 things. One is the brain, 2 is the body. The sleep is working on both. So let me first address the brain. What you've seen during the day, that memory, all those inputs you've got, is residing in a short-term memory. It is residing in a place where it's called a hippocampus. In the hippocampus, it holds it only for a short time. In the night, the brain moves that memory into long-term, to the cortex, where it's stored in long-term memory. You understand, no? RAM and hard drive. So hard drive may be, long-term memory, but the RAM or pen drive is all short-term memory. It is just only so much it can hold. The capacity is less, duration is less. So this moves this information there. Now, if you didn't give it the sleep, that information is not moved, then you'll feel you're losing memory. The memory is because you have not given it that sleep. That is one, in terms of brain. So second is cleaning out all the toxins. There's a toxin buildup during the day. So it's flushing out. The cerebrospinal fluid will flush out all the toxins, clean the pathways, so that next day your brain is fully alert. It can work properly. It can give you results in your work, in your relationships, or whatever. So it's flushing out the brain with all the. So that is the second aspect it does. Third aspect it does is whatever you didn't use, no parts of the brain, those neurons are removed. That means some people don't have numbers ability. Some people don't have relationship ability or memory ability. They are not using that at all. When you don't use that part of your brain, the brain starts nipping away at it and removing it, so that the parts you're using gets more oxygen and it grows more, because that's what you're focusing on. So the brain is pruning what you're not using. All this happens during deep sleep, the first half. The second half, when REM sleep is happening, the brain starts, the spindles, there'll be brains in that spike, there'll be spindles. These spindles are building neurons, building connections. And so that your brain is more powerful where you're actually using it. So whatever you practice, whatever you're thinking, whatever area you're using, it builds up those areas. So this is an enormously useful work happening when you're sleeping. It's not wasted time. If this work is not done, next day you're working on a diminished brain. Brain is not fully there. That is in terms of brain. Second is body. In the deep sleep time, your every cell is repaired. Repaired means all the broken DNA, all of this is patched up. All these patch up happens when you're sleeping. So organs are being repaired, your energy cells are being replenished. Every cell, there's an energy battery, like a Duracell. It gets recharged, because that is what you're burning the next day. When you're awake, you're in a catabolic state. That is your burning energy. When you're sleeping, you're in anabolic state. You're building energy. So both are needed. You can't burn energy when you don't have energy, because you didn't sleep. And a lot of people make that mistake, thinking that I can work more, I can earn more, I can become more successful. So they keep investing in awake time, not realizing that by stealing from their sleep, they have themselves made their body and mind weaker and weaker and weaker. And you don't know it. It is happening inside you. So that is the trouble with people not allowing themselves to sleep. Give yourself that permission. It's a gift. 16 hours, if you want to be 100% present, give 8 hours 100%. You understand? You negotiate with that and you keep on reducing that. You're actually negotiating with that balance 16 hours. You're actually diminished it. You made yourself less effective. Okay, your 100% potential is not showing up the next day because you did not build yourself up. You didn't give that anabolic rest that you needed, right? Is that clear? So this is that is the so much importance of sleep, which I realized only after this. Even the first 6 months when I was teaching how to sleep, I didn't realize all of this. I researched something like 4 to 6 hours daily on this subject for a year. Okay, and I follow people who have done 20, 30 years of research. And that is how I'm giving you the nuggets of information. All of this you'll get on the net also. You can Google and see yourself. But I'm giving you information which is distilled, which you can use to make yourself better off. So this is what happens during sleep. So as I was telling you earlier, non-REM sleep, that is deep sleep, you flush out toxins, prune unused synapses, mental recovery learning, cellular organs repair, move memories from short-term to long-term. REM sleep, physical recovery. That is, it's very good for athletes. It's good for people who learn new skills, motor skills and all of that. For children, okay, whatever motor skills they've read by sleeping, they consolidate it. They make it part of memory and they become skilled in that. So it becomes natural for them to do that. So creativity, problem solving, and encode procedural memories, all of that can be done by REM sleep. And both are happening simultaneously. So you cannot choose, I will choose REM sleep. So you just have to go by the fact that you will give yourself the 8 hours sleep. So again, this physiological process I'll run through because this is otherwise we'll get out of time, 7:43 now. So I will run through that, that's not required. I'll move straight away how you can take charge. So you now know that you should sleep 8 hours and ideally you sleep all 8 hours in the night, or as someone was saying, 6 hours in the night and 2 hours, or 6.5 hours in the night and 1.5, 2 hours in the afternoon. That is, if you're used to it, that is okay, but not more than 8 hours and not less than 7 hours. So that is how I would put as the right sleep time. And in terms of, this is what I teach in my 5-day workshop. Giridhar would know this. This is a deep sleep formula where your morning routine and your night routine together, if you have designed it, your own personal routine. So anyway, you have a routine. You get up, you brush your teeth, you will either go for a walk or you will go to the bathroom. You will have one standard. Everybody has a routine. Okay. Examine the routine. Okay. The idea is, what is your current routine? Is it helping you get the right sleep? So that means, are you designing your day correctly so that you can sleep correctly? The morning first hour is when you're designing your day. And the night last hour is when you wind up the day and you design your night, right? Design the night and the next day. So this, how do you design it? I help teach that in the workshop here. So if you've got these two right, then your ability to move forward and achieve your life purpose. Morning, you empower yourself with purpose. Night, you wind down with gratitude. These two, if you do, your day will be good because you're living with purpose, and night will be good because you've given gratitude and you're attracting what you want. Because when you're grateful for something, you're attracting more of it into your life. Once you do this, your health, wealth, and happiness will sit in place. So this triangle actually is a core of what we teach in my workshop. And beyond the inner triangle, you'll see some outer triangles. These are 1-month programs, and then we have 4-month program. I will skip this again. But main thing is morning routine and night routine. Examine it, make sure you're getting the right one, because that will help you to come into the thing. So now, do we have time for questions, or do you want to go for, how much time do we have?
We have another, I guess you could, yeah, we have time. We have another 15 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, great. Then I will move to this part. I hope you're seeing the new screen. Okay, so sleep is our superpower.
8 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah. If you are able to, take charge of sleep, sleep is our superpower. It can make us extremely, successful in what we do, because you can use sleep to power your success rather than steal from sleep, thinking that you're being smart and investing in work. Okay. So starting with, it heals your physical body. organs get repaired, dead cells flushed out, cortisol levels are, that means your stress is lowered. Please remember, if you're stressed, that means you're not getting enough sleep. Okay, and sleep time is housekeeping time. I've already mentioned that to you. So healing of the body. Second is it protects you, because you normally make accidents, no mistakes happen when your concentration levels are not there. If you're not slept properly, your ability to concentrate and focus gets diminished. Then you age prematurely. You could become fatter. You could get heart attacks. You could get, it protects you from early death and protects you from Alzheimer's. That's a very important thing. With old age comes dementia and Alzheimer's and so on. All of that gets reduced if you've given yourself 8 hours. It will put off the onset of it. Okay, improves your brain, memory, cognition, decision making, problem solving, and critical thinking. All of this is happening when you're sleeping. Okay, you're not consciously doing any work, but your body and brain is doing so much of work for you. It is preparing you to be more successful the next day. Fourth, it improves your looks. Your skin is better, your eyes shine, your suppleness of skin, wrinkles are reduced, dark circles are gone, eyes shine brighter. It improves your emotions. Your stress levels are less, you're calmer, so you're more relaxed, you're more loving. And you connect better with people because of that, because you've had a good sleep. As simple as that. 6, it improves your career and finances. How does it do it? You become more productive. You're 100% the productive self because you gave that full rest. You got the anabolic boost so that the next day you can burn. You can keep on cranking, burning more so that you become more successful. So you're more productive, better decision making, more energy at work, better relationships at work, problem solving is improved, ability to spot opportunities increased dramatically. The hormones production happens during sleep. Beneficial hormones and decreased production of non-beneficial hormones. Non-beneficial hormones are cortisol, it's decreased. Beneficial hormones are HGH, it's a growth hormone. See, because as you grow older, if you don't sleep, if you steal from sleep, you're not producing HGH. So your ability to build muscle, your bones, everything gets decreased just because you stole sleep. Do you understand? Why do old people fall and break a leg? Because they have consistently got less sleep than what they require. HGH gives you more energy, builds muscle. Brown adipose tissue helps you to burn body fat. And melatonin helps you to sleep at the right time, decreases cortisol, invokes production of beneficial hormones. So all of this happens while you're sleeping. So this is in terms of overall why it is your superpower. Now I'm open to questions. So any of you would like to ask questions, or do you want me to?
Yeah,
Can
yes, the screen share, if you can remove the screen share.
Shall I cut off the screen share? Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Ignish. It's been a very interesting walkthrough through the chemistry of sleep and health of all of us. It's a very vast subject, and I'm sure offline people can connect with it. But right now, the session is open for question answers, QA.
Yes, sir. Rangarajan, sir.
Yeah, so thanks for that. It was very useful, and I get the importance of sleeping. So, are there one or two specific tips that you could give in terms of getting a good sleep, like a shower before the sleep, or are there any specific tips that you can give?
Yes, as you mentioned, a warm shower before sleep, before 1 hour before sleep, a warm shower. What it does is, when it's a slightly lukewarm shower, your body temperature drops. And for sleep, melatonin production to happen, your body temperature needs to drop. That's why the bedroom also should be cool. 18 to 20, 24 degrees is okay. Some of us, like in Chennai, 24 degrees we keep, but 18 to 20, 22 is good temperature for your body temperature to lower and get to sleep. Melatonin production happens because of that. That is one. Two is light. Okay, ensure that it's darker as you go, because nighttime it's supposed to be dark, not bright lights like sunlight, because our receptors are picking up bright light. We'll think it is daytime, so it will not produce melatonin. So you have to reduce your lights 1 hour before you're going to sleep. Third is keep all the your mobile phone, your computer, your television, everything off. 1 hour before sleep, spend time with yourself, your creator, your loved ones, probably your spouse, children. Spend quality time physically with people. Spend some time with yourself, your own mind. Capture the day, prepare for the next day, and give gratitude. When you do all of this, it puts you in a place to sleep. Yes, sir. Mr. Raja Srinivasan.
Yeah. For what would be the ideal time you would advise for the best health? 7, 7.5, or 8?
So every cycle is 1.5 hours. So 5 cycles is 7.5 hours. And your awake time, typically when you go to bed, it takes 10 to 15 minutes to sleep. That's the right way. If you sleep immediately as you hit the bed, that means you're sleep deprived. And your body is, grabbing you into sleep. It should actually take 10 to 15 minutes for you to wind down and get to sleep. The minute you hit the bed and if you sleep, it's actually sleep deprivation. I didn't know that myself also earlier, but that's what and it makes sense because your body is craving for sleep. It has not got enough. So it just immediately shuts off and goes to sleep, which is not right. That's not the way it should be. So in 8 hours, half an hour is awake time. 15 minutes in the when you went to sleep, and middle you might have gone up 5 minutes, 10 minutes, all put together 8 hours.
Therefore, 7 won't be sufficient. 7 won't be sufficient.
7 means you're only getting 4 cycles. You're not getting 5 cycles of sleep. Each cycle is 90 minutes. That is standard. And the best sleep is without alarm, you wake up.
What is the ideal time to sleep and get up? 10 to 5, 10 to 6, or 11 to 7?
10 to 6 is good, 9 to 5 is good. So depends. Suppose you want to wake up at 5, but by 9, you need to get the full sleep.
Ignatius, yeah, it's a fantastic session. Just one silly question. Is it good to have beer to quickly sleep?
Beer.
Beer. Beer, does it put you to sleep? I always found that when I drink beer, I sleep like peacefully.
Yeah. So yes, beer makes you drowsy, but it interferes with your deep. It's like sleeping pills. Sleeping pills, alcohol, all of them. It makes you drowsy and you doze off, but you don't get those full sleep.
Okay.
Benefit. That is a problem. Yes,
I have 3 questions to you.
Vasant also has a
Yeah,
question.
let me complete.
Yeah.
First question, what is the impact of air conditioner when we sleep? What is the ideal air conditioner cooling that we can have? Number 1. Number 2, what is your thought on the medicine-induced sleep where you cannot avoid a medicine, but as a result of it, you tend to sleep and there is obviously 8 hour, 9 hour or more than that. Number 3, a forced medicine or a forced sleep by taking a pill like any sleeping pill, and you get an uninterrupted sleep, unlike alcohol. So now these are my 3 questions.
Yeah. First question for air conditioning. Yes, the room should be cooler. So in Chennai, it's really hot, 30 degrees, 35 degrees, if you don't use AC. So AC is okay to have. In the winter time, you need not have. But in summertime, yes, we need AC. So temperature in the room should be between 18 to 24 degrees. That is a right. If you can take 18, it's good, but at least up to 24 maximum. That is first question. Second question is your existing medicines, which is making you sleepy. Like let's say Benadryl or whatever. There are medicines which has certain compounds which make you more sleepy. Yes, they will interfere with your natural sleep because it's chemical induced. Okay. And it's a very fine, delicate instrument, our brain. Okay. And any intrusion into that can cause issues with it. Now, it is not going to be so drastic. It sets out alarm bells and calls a 100 line. And it's not so drastic, but quietly damage is happening inside us. Okay. So if we want to treat it like there's a good analogy to this. Are you driving a race car or are you driving a old Maruti 800 or Fiat NV or whatever? If you have a old low-end car, it doesn't matter how you treat it. But when you have a very high-end car, you need to give the right fuel, do the right type of thing. And our body is a very high-end, very sophisticated piece of machinery. You don't even realize how we are mistaken. So that is number 2. Third, sleeping pills is a media. As long as you can learn to sleep on your own, because sleeping pills is addictive. There's a whole science behind it. But the quick answer is no, the sleep is not the same sleep, it's a different kind of sleep. As soon as possible, try and get sleep. That should be your goal. Natural sleep.
Thank you, Ignatius, for your beautiful explanation.
Vasant?
Vasant, please.
Unmute.
Unmute, Vasant, unmute.
Ignatius, fantastic session. See, I have a general difficulty in sleeping, to off late during this pandemic time. So just because I get stressed because things around me, and we listen to so many negative news, and we are barged with pressures. So I take Restil or something every 2 days or 3 days, and I get dreams. And I take time to sleep. If I go to bed at 10:30, I sleep at 2 o'clock. And getting up is difficult, 7:30. So in net, I get a 5.5 hours sleep or 6 hours sleep. And that too, sir, something going on behind. I can sometimes remember what I was thinking when I was sleeping in the morning.
Yeah.
So it is obviously not a deep sleep. And so that always I feel tired.
Understood. Yeah, you're continuously in sleep deficit. So it's building up. The pressure is keeping on building up. So that will happen. So,
Maybe I'm 60 now, look 74 now.
I will be 60 another next year, December. So. So, okay, so I'm catching up. I'm just 1 year behind you.
You have slept well, Mr. Ignatius.
That's why I'm just telling I'm 60 and looking 74.
Oh boy. Okay, so whatever it is can be corrected. So see, one thing is, the first is awareness, whether what we are doing is correct or wrong. Once we become aware, how to correct it starts coming. You'll start finding the answers. So Restil, see, I won't say stop immediately because there's a process. Okay, well, I would first suggest that to quieten your mind. See, you have a fertile mind, and you're worrying about so many things is happening outside. So first is to sit with ourselves and okay, this is going to take more time. Okay, a quick thing is to connect with your creator, to know that what you can control, you will take control, and what he has to take control, he will take control. Upperwala will take care of that. Okay, you can only take care of what you can control. And what you can control is what you're going to spend that 1, 2, 3 hours before sleep. That you can control. Madam, 1 second, I'll just try and finish this. So include gratitude into your last 1 hour. Gratitude is very important. See what you can be grateful for. Your mind will slowly start finding things that it will make you more positive and will help you to sleep better. And naturally, you should be able to get it. Also, I'll share you my blog links and all. You can read a lot of articles I've shared. So you can read that, and I'm sure you'll find some kind of solace. There are many techniques. Shortage of time, I can't get into it.
Thank you. We can have 2 more questions, Sujata and Rajshri.
Hi, Mr. Ignatius, I'm Rajshri here.
Yeah.
Okay, I just have a question. They say that the poppy seeds, you chew a spoon of poppy seeds, it can get you to sleep. It shouldn't become a habit, basically. But I've been told by my yoga teacher that if you're not falling asleep, having a problem, she says either have poppy seeds, chew it for a while, and then you get sleep. I believe good sleep, but I haven't tried it. And secondly, there are some yoga asanas like Shavasana and all that stuff that can again help you to sleep. Is it true? And
I will give you one technique before we wind up. The Brahmari Pranayama. This one. I don't know if you guys have seen. That is one. Yeah, that's the one. So where you make a bumblebee sound. So that breathing you can do 5 to 6 minutes. It's really good. Mr. Vasant also, you'll find it very useful. Brahmari Pranayama it is called. it will help you. Yeah, what Rajeshri is showing, that's the right thing. And it comes with the sound and other things. So I'll see if we have time, we'll explain that. But that is definitely the coffee seeds. No, caffeine is really bad.
No. You got me wrong. It's not caffeine. I said poppy seeds. Cuscus chalal. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I don't know about that. So probably it is true. I have no idea. I cannot comment on something I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, and ashwagandha, they say so many Ayurvedic stuff is there, but I'm not sure. Okay.
There are a lot of homemade things. What our grandmother and all did was correct only. Only modern doctor, what modern doctors are doing and what our grandmother did.
Okay, we have two more questions from Sujata and then Giridharan.
Yeah.
And then
all right. Hi, thank you
and
so
maybe
much,
Raja
Giri.
finally.
Thank you so much, Giri. I'll quickly ask Ignesh.
Yeah. Yes, Sujata.
Yeah, can we see you, Sujata? I don't. Okay. Yeah.
It's okay. You can ask the question. She's muted.
Sujata,
Unmute and talk. Unmute and talk.
Now you're audible. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I can't be video on. I just got injured.
No.
All right, Ignatius, my question to you is, when I approached a doctor for the same issue, he suggested that I probably have lack of magnesium in my body. So he prescribed some magnesium tablets. So I used to take.
Yeah, magnesium is it's one form of treatment. Yes.
Yeah, that actually helped me quite a bit. But again, probably for a month, I was perfectly fine. Again, it didn't help me much. Second thing is, I am not able to fall asleep at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock at all. Whatever time I sleep, from that time, it could be even 11 o'clock in the morning, I get up. Like I'm blessed to do that right now because I'm not working at the moment. So is it okay that I sleep late and get up late? But I get my adequate 7 to 8 hours.
Yeah, it is not the same sleep. That's why I said it's like a housekeeping crew which works in an IT park. They have a schedule. 11 o'clock, they go to this room. 12 o'clock, this room. 1 o'clock, this room. So they have different rooms, different parts of the body that they are going and cleaning up. Now, if you are not sleeping at that time, they'll come see, okay, this person's actor goes off. So you miss that. So that's why these night shift workers suffer, because they have not got that sleep at the time. They may get 8 hours in daytime, but it's not the same as 8 hours at night, where along with the circadian clock, your own sleep clock has got, otherwise you're permanently in jet lag.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? You're permanently in jet lag because you're living in a different time zone.
Correct. But do you think the tablets will help? Is it okay to take it regularly?
No, I never prescribe chemical tablets. Try and find it in food. But other than that, what you can do is, when you wake up in the morning, get your morning sun. Let the sunlight fall on you. Okay.
Right.
So that your body clock should know that this is morning. Ideally, if one day you can get up at 7 or 8 at least and get the morning sun, that will reset of your body clock. Otherwise, your body clock is on a different 24-hour track. That's an issue. It's not in sync.
All right. Thank you so much for answering that. And hello, PDG Raja Srinivasan. Saying hi to you.
Hi, Sujata. How are you?
Hi. Great. Thank you so much.
Nice to see you here. Thanks for coming to our club.
My pleasure.
Yeah. One more question from me.
Yes, sir.
Is afternoon nap is a must? Does it improve health? For good health, is it a must afternoon nap?
If you're used to it, there's nothing wrong in afternoon nap.
No, I'm not used to it. I would like to start it if it is going to improve my health.
It's a good idea.
If you're getting 8 hours sleep fully at night, then it is not required. If you're not getting 8 hours, like someone mentioned, they get 6 hours at night and they make up 2 hours in the afternoon, that's acceptable. It's called polyphasic sleep. It's acceptable.
7 and 1, maybe 7 in the night, 1 in the afternoon.
I'd like you to remember one cycle is 1.5 hours. So it's in 4 1.5 hours makes it 6 hours. That 7 means it's a truncated cycle. So somewhere you missed out something in the middle.
Therefore, I should sleep 7.5 at least, 7.5, and maybe 1 hour in the afternoon. Something.
Yeah, that 7.5 hours of sleeping plus half an hour awake time makes it 8 hours. That's
okay,
why
if I do 8 hours like that,
Yeah,
afternoon, I don't need to sleep,
you
right?
don't need a nap, but you could do yoga nidra or some 10-minute meditation or some way of, recharging. You could do that because that's totally acceptable.
Maybe half an hour, 30 minutes of nap, something like that.
That's okay. That's perfectly okay.
Thank you very much.
I think I should go through my school days, reading books, mathematics or physics or something like that. It will put me to sleep faster.
No, you were saying the negative impact of falling asleep for less than 8 hours. What is the negative impact of sleeping for more than 8 hours?
My dear Raman, can I just request one thing?
Yeah, I'll just finish my question quickly.
I think you can take it over the networking. A lot of questions I'm sure each one of you will have.
Yeah, I'll just finish mine. So,
please, Giri, go ahead.
Thanks, Ignatius. Is probably the most engaging and very attractive topic ever happened in this club, I think. So, thanks so much for the president also for bringing Ignatius here. And most of my questions got answered except one. That I believe in sound sleep and getting a dream. Is it good or bad? One. And if it is bad, how do we achieve dreamless sleep?
All of us dream, sir. Every human being dreams. Some of them remember it in the morning. Most people don't remember. Okay, so it's only about the dreams happen. REM sleep is rapid eye movement sleep, which forms about 25% of our sleep. And at that time, dreams is a part and parcel of it. And it's like a Google search the brain is doing. In Google search, you'll see so many pages, right, of any search parameter you put. If you go to 7,000 and odd page, it won't even make sense to what you were searching. That's what the brain is doing. It's taking all those inputs it got during the day, and it's trying to make sense out of it, find meaning. So that what has true meaning, it stores as a thing. What is not of meaning, it throws it away. So that's a work which the brain is doing when you're sleeping. It's part and parcel of our sleep. Totally required. Don't have to worry.
So sound sleep, how to achieve it? Maybe you have covered already, but is it okay that we?
Yeah. So sound sleep is best achieved if you sleep naturally when your body is asking for it, and you wake up naturally without an alarm. That is sound sleep. No alarm.
So, gentlemen, let's all look.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much.
Whether we are getting a real sound sleep, or we will really give a knock to Iggy and find out how to do that. So thank you, Iggy, for a fantastic session. I think it has been awesome. It is the need of the hour, like Vinny put it. May I now request PTG Raja Srinivasan to formally give a vote of thanks. Yeah.
Thank you, President Giri. As just now, Music Giri said, this is one of the most interesting topics and highly informative. Ignatius, I have Googled a lot for so many years. Okay. I always, for me, sleep is one thing which I was deprived of. Maybe during my governorship, later, over 10 years, I slept only for about 4 to 5 hours. Therefore, I always used to, but 3 hours, 4 hours, 5. Therefore, I used to Google how much, 6. I used to ask any doctor, whomever I meet, I will ask 6 or 7 or 8, tell me. Therefore, I wanted to attend this meeting, highly informative and highly, technically also, again, what happens. In fact, I've taken everything, photograph also of all these slides. Thank you very much. This message has to go to many people, as you said, to be more productive. All of us think that when we work long, we are productive. When we work long, even for Rotary, we spend long hours, everything. But that is not the case. To be more productive, to be more this one, we should take more rest, more sleep. This message, I will also, to the extent possible, spread across. Maybe we will invite you for our other Rotary clubs meetings also, maybe in a larger forum like our district conferences, you should address so that this important information, like the first few slides or first things, whatever you said, saying that this only can be more, this only make people more progressive, more very beautifully explained. Thank you very much for spending your time and giving us all this. This will go a long way in building all our, my life will change. My sleep pattern will change from today. From today, it will change. I follow whatever doctors say, whatever people say, I follow that. Till today, I was thinking 7 is enough. Always people, I thought it's 7 is enough. Of course, it's going to be put a lot of pressure on all of us to find that extra one more hour. Find that is the most difficult one. Thank you very much once again, President. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Nice to be with all of you. Thank you.
I'm kind of motivated to make a statement here. This project of deep sleep is going to be a project of Madras West now. I'm going to take it forward with the help of IGI to many institutions. We will take it forward and really make it as an impactful thing, especially the next 6 months really matters a lot, I feel.
Very
Thank
true.
you so much, IGI, once again for accepting to come here and talk to us. We're really enriching to every one of us. Each one of us have something to take out of this. So with this, I officially, the meeting is, adjourned and over to networking. And with your permission, I'll just go to log into my other district meeting right now. So people, please carry on and enjoy this session with IGI and interact with each other.
Thank you. Thank you.
I would like to thank all the members who have, I would like to thank all the members who have joined from all other clubs. I could see many people who have joined from different clubs. Thank you, friends. Thank you for joining.
I got a Raja. உங்களுக்கு ஒரு சொல்லணும்னு நினைச்சிட்டு நீங்க எதுக்கு 100 பேர்கிட்ட போய் எந்த டாக்டரை பார்த்தாலும் இது ரைட்டா கேக்குறீங்கல்ல, அதுக்கு என்ன காரணம் தெரியுமா? உங்களுக்கு வேணுங்கிற ஆன்சர் வர வரைக்கும் நீங்க இப்படிதான் கேட்டுட்டே இருப்பீங்க. எவனா வந்து உங்களுக்கு 4 மணி நேரம் போறோம் 5 மணி நேரம் சொல்ற வரைக்கும் நீங்க கேட்டுட்டு தான் இருக்க போறீங்க. நாளைக்கு கூட கேட்க போறீங்க. இன்னைக்கு இக்னேஷியஸ் எவ்வளவு சொன்னாலும் நாளைக்கு போய் இது போருப்பா அப்படின்னு சொல்றதுக்கு நீங்க கேட்கலாம் போறீங்க.
I think he has already decided to implement his 8 hours.
CM right. எனக்கு யாராவது 6 மணி நேரம் சொல்லுவாங்களான்னு ஆசை. 6 hours சொல்லுவாங்களான்னு யாருமே சொல்ல.
But I think today he is convinced. PTG Raja is convinced that the 8 hours is. Probably we should thank Ignatius for that. I think. It's very convincing session today. We don't have any doubt.
Raman, you have to reduce your sleep by 3 hours.
I didn't get answer from Ignatius. The negative impact of lesser sleep versus the negative impact of excess sleep.
Yeah. So as I was telling you, we are driving a race car. It's a sophisticated piece of machinery. When you give more sleep, that is, melatonin production is higher than what it should be. And the other hormones production which should pick up, cortisol should pick up, it's not happening. So we are messing with the hormonal production which is happening inside our body by sleeping longer. Our design is only 8 hours. That is 7.5 hours plus half an hour wakefulness. So totally 8 hours. That's a design for human beings. So we are going against it.
Another is that 1.5 hour cycle looks very interesting. So we may have to even afternoon nap, should it be 1.5 hours? Like
I think I learned one thing from your speech. நீங்க சொல்றது என்னன்னா every night you should have 5 cycles of 1.5 hours each, no?
Correct. Yes.
Even I think even during daytime when you sleep, either you sleep less than 20 minutes where you don't go into the REM level, just have a thing, or if you go beyond that, sleep the entire 1.5 hours, complete one full cycle of 1.5 hours.
Exactly, correctly said. That is what the sleep scientists say also. Exactly that.
CM afternoon 1.5 hours.
I also agree with CM. I tend to get that 1.5 hours afternoon, then I wake up dot after 1.5 hours. I feel very guilty sometimes that I've slept 1.5 hours. Somewhere about 2:30 to 4, 2 to 3:30 it happens to me. But 1.5 hours cycle I'm able to realize now. Afternoon especially, night I don't get up.
See, your body was beyond 20 minutes sleep pointingnale, your body
1.5 hours correct, I will wake up.
I think the 3 hours sleep adha problem நினைக்கிறேன்.
ரெண்டு cycle.
Hey Raman,
I'm not getting up at 2 hours or anything.
Ignatius, இப்ப 8 hours தூங்கின பிறகு திரும்பி மதியம் 1.5 hours.
அது Raman, I think you should cut.
I want Ignatius to answer.
Ignatius, sorry.
2 hours in the night and 2 hours in the,
இல்ல 8 தூங்கின பிறகு திரும்பி மதியம் 1.5 தூங்கணுமா?
If you slept only 4 cycles in the night, you can sleep 1 cycle in the afternoon.
No, I have already slept 5. I already slept 5 in the night. 8 hours enough. Then again, do I need another 1.5?
No, that is too much. Unless you have old sleep deficit, you might do it for 1-2 weeks. But after that, you don't need it. See, once your sleep deficit is gone, you will your body will not crave it.
Maybe 4 1.5, and afternoon 1.5.
Yeah. If it is craving like Mr. Raman's case, where it's craving 10 hours, 11 hours, there might be an underlying medical condition you might want to go and check. So you'll have to either find, do you have sleep apnea? That means in that 1.5 hours, you're not getting a full oxygen. There's some blockage in your nose, snoring, or other things, which is causing you to feel like you've got less sleep, which is why your body is craving more sleep. So you meet a doctor, check whether you have sleep apnea, snoring, any blockage, because that will help you correct that.
That calls for the snoring, is it good or bad, or loud snoring? Those are additional, because Vasant used to have the snoring, heavy snoring. As a person worked with him for very long years. Yeah. I used to travel with him in the night also. Yeah. Train, heavy snoring, as well as we used to share the room, night. Heavy snoring. So maybe we may
nowadays you have this PAP machine. It's called a PAP machine.
No. Is it good to have snoring, or is it?
It's actually the starting of sleep apnea is snoring. So as it gets worse and worse, because it could even actually choke you suddenly without your notice.
Oh.
So it could lead to death or stroke. It could lead to a stroke because you're not supplying that full oxygen when you're breathing.
Okay. The snoring levels suggest that supply of oxygen is, again, oxygen is a very important term nowadays going on in the society. It's a different kind.
Yeah.
So oxygen supply is short when you're snoring.
Yes. Because of some muscular issue here, which is like constricting the...
But many people do snore, no? As part of the majority, I think many people snore.
Levels, noise levels may be less.
Noise levels may be different, but I think many people snore.
Yeah, the thing is, if the light snoring, maybe not, but if you wake up suddenly, because something is choking you, it has gone beyond. You should get it checked. You should get it checked by a doctor to correct it. There are many ways to correct it.
Raman, I think, Raman, from what I can learn from Ignatius, you should cut one cycle of 1.5 hours. அதை கட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா சரி ஆயிடும்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
Correct. I should do that. இல்ல ஆபீஸ் போச்சுனா சரியாயிடும். ஆபீஸ் போறது இல்லல அதான்.
அதெல்லாம் இன்னும் ஒரு வருஷம் கோவிட்க்குலாம் வெயிட் பண்ணாதீங்க.
இல்ல ஆபீஸ் போயினாலே சரியாயிடும். ஆபீஸ்
போறதுல தான் ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்கும். மற்றதே ஒண்ணும் பிரச்சனை இல்ல.
கிரி என்னோட ஃப்ரெண்ட் ஒருத்தர் ஒரு 5 பிசினஸ் பண்றாரு. மேபி 200 crores மேல வெரி பிஸியா இருக்கு, ரொம்ப பிஸியா இருக்க வேண்டியவர் இருக்கிறாரு. ஒரு ஹைலி சக்சஸ்ஃபுல் மேன் ஃபார் மெனி இயர்ஸ். 9 மணிக்கு தூங்கிடுவார். 9 o'clock he will sleep, 5 o'clock he will get up. He will always make fun of him. என் ஒய்ஃப்ல இருந்து எல்லாருமே தொந்தரவு பண்றாரு 9 மணிக்கு தூங்குறதுன்னு. ஒன் ஆஃப் த ரீசன்ஸ் ஃபார் ஹிஸ் சக்சஸ் ஐ ஆல்வேஸ் ஃபெல்ட் 9 o'clock தூங்கிடுவாரு, 5 மணி. என்ன
early to bed is a fantastic thing.
8 மணி நேரம் தூங்குறாருன்னு we will make fun of him. எல்லாரும் கேலி பண்ணுவோம். But now I understand that 8 hours is
actually வந்து நம்மளோட we are actually sorry Ignatius to share my observation. நீங்க சர்க்கார்டின் ரிதம் படி நீங்க சாயங்காலம் 7 மணிக்கே வந்து இது முடியறது இல்லையா? சன்செட் ஆன உடனேயே வந்து ஆக்சுவலி all your faculties are coming down slowly. நீங்க it will be better you align yourself 7 o'clock எல்லாத்தையுமே சீஸ் பண்ணிட்டு சாப்பாடு 7:30 மணிக்கெல்லாம் முடிச்சு 8:30-9 மணிக்கு தூங்க போயிட்டு காலம்பர 4 மணி 5 மணிக்கு எழுந்துக்கிறதா மோஸ்ட் ஐடியல்.
கரெக்ட்.
Most ideal வந்து அதான்.
It sometimes works only for people in the stock market. See what to do. For me, like a musician, we get noiseless environment only after 9 o'clock. We won't have disturbance. We won't have phone calls.
CM எத்தனை மணிக்கு தூங்கணும்னு சொல்றீங்க? எத்தனை மணிக்கு எந்திரிக்கணும்ங்கறீங்க?
9 மணிக்கு தூங்கிட்டு காலம்பர 5 மணிக்கு இது வருது இல்லையா? சூரிய வெளிச்சம் வர்ற போது எழுந்துக்கிறது தான் மோஸ்ட் ஐடியல்.
அதான் டிசைன்ஸ்.
Your design. Our body is designed like that. நாம தான் அதை வந்து சரியா புரிஞ்சுக்க மாட்டேங்கிறோம்.
கரெக்ட்.
You should ban IPL also then.
என்னோட ஒரே ப்ராப்ளம் இப்ப CSK மேட்ச் தான்.
IPL.
And particularly people like me.
ராஜா நைட் 10 மணிக்கு தூங்கி காலம்பர 5 மணிக்கு எழுந்துங்க சார். 7 hours plenty. பகல்ல தூங்கவே வேண்டாம் சார்.
You wish.
இத மாத்திரம் நீங்க கரெக்ட்டா பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா பகல் தூக்கமே தேவை கிடையாது ஆக்சுவலா.
Yes.
Maybe
Definitely a very thought-provoking session today.
10 minutes, 20 minutes.
When we go to sleep itself has to be planned now. When we go to sleep in a day.
ரீசெண்டா சிஎம் அந்த லாக்டவுன் பிறகு மதியம் ஒரு half an hour 1 hour தூங்கி பழகிருக்கேன். அது பிறகு ரொம்ப ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கு. அது ஒர்க் பண்றதுக்கு ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கு. ஒர்க் பண்றதுக்கு நல்ல ஈவினிங் ப்ரொடக்டிவிட்டி இஸ் வெரி ஹை. Evening,
20 minutes.
But Raja, when you go back to the factory, then you must see, attach a bedroom, a kind of small room to your.
I have a beautiful guest house.
Yeah, I think you have to quit around 1:32 and then come back by 4 and then continue your work.
Raja, I may be wrong. 1 மணி நேரம்ங்கிறது வந்து அரகுறை ஆயிடும். இப்படி இல்ல அப்படி இல்ல ஆயிடும். Either have 20 minutes, get up. நீங்க 1 மணி நேரம் போயிட்டீங்கன்னா you will get into the REM sleep and you need 1.5 hours to get out. நீங்க அந்த half an hour எக்ஸ்ட்ரா குறைச்சலா தூங்குறதுனால என்ன ஆகும்னா ஒரு 2-3 hours உங்களுக்கு டல் அடிக்கிறீங்க. 20 minutes தூங்குறது பழைய
பேசுற பாதி டாபிக் சிஎம் அதுக்கு மேல தெரியும் போல இருக்கே.
சிஎம் அடுத்த ஸ்பீக்கர் நம்ம சிஎம் ஸ்பீக்கர்
இல்ல ஒரு இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங் பார்ட் என்னன்னா like people who love to have food, the sweets and all that, people like me love to sleep. I mean, we love to sleep and I love to sleep. If I have time, I would rather like to sleep. So what do you say about it?
Ignatius, what is the time gap should be ideal time between food and sleep?
2 to 3 hours.
Okay.
So ideally you eat by sunset, between 6 and 7 if you're able to eat. It'll be actually before 6 is ideal if you're able to do that.
6:37, sleep by 9.
Yeah, that's the right time.
Perfect.
So the sleep defines your life, your success.
ராஜா 7 மணிக்கு நான் சாப்பிட்டுடுவேன் ராஜா மேக்ஸிமம்.
Your business.
Maximum.
Super.
If you sleep correctly, you can live up to 100 or 120. Our body.
Jolly down again.
120 years, CM. 120.
பின்னாடா டேய்.
பொண்டாட்டி நினைச்சாதான் கஷ்டமா இருக்கு.
அதெல்லாம் நீ நினைக்காதடா.
Came back to this. See,
I'm happy.
Amazing. The networking still happening. The longest ever networking happened on a Zoom, I think.
No, President Giridhar, you don't realize this is one of the best ever, most attractive topics ever happened in the club. I'm telling you.
Thank you. I'm sorry because I felt really heart of heart that this is need of the hour, and I found Ignatius doing it so beautifully in the first time I attended it.
So many doubts we got it resolved today.
For a start, that's why I did it.
Ignatius, எந்த club நீங்க?
There is something.
North, sir.
North. There is a North. He's got something called the Deep Sleep Warriors. All of us are going to be warriors very soon. You please connect with him offline, and I think each one of you will benefit in your own way.
We'll recommend PDG Raja to have the additional avenue for the Rotary International itself, no? Sleep.
No, I will take him to other districts and conferences, zonal institutes and all we can. Giri.
The only problem is Ignatius will lose a lot of sleep in the process.
Giri,
yeah.
When I was a club president in 2002-3, about 19 years back, I've seen Jayanti attending all the 52 meetings, all the 52. I'm seeing one first lady. I'm seeing maybe, I'm really happy. And especially being now in the Zoom also, not only here, I've seen all the meetings. Hats off to both of you.
Yes, true, very true, very true.
Raja, one more thing I want to tell. This Giri and Rajshri, they are missing all the fun of a physical meeting.
I know.
Physical attending. நாம கண்டிப்பா நான் வந்து உங்களை ஒரு கோவிட்ல முடிஞ்சு ரெகுலரா மீட்டிங் ஆரம்பிச்ச பிறகு we are going to make Giri a president again, Rajshri again first lady. கண்டிப்பா நாங்க பண்றோம்.
ஒரு மாசம் அது.
ஒரு அட்லீஸ்ட் one more term பண்றோம்.
One more term பண்ணிடுவோம். அது பெஸ்ட்.
அப்ப கோவிட் வந்தேனா இன்னொரு தடவையும் பண்றோம்.
Oh my god.
Like excellent couple, I agree with CM. They need full
Rajshri, நீங்க கண்டிப்பா மிஸ் பண்றீங்க.
CM, I will volunteer. I will withdraw.
அதுக்குள்ள போகுது சார் ராமன்.
எப்படா ராமனுக்கு சான்ஸ் கிடைக்கும்?
பிரேக் எடுத்துக்கிட்டோம். லெட் தி பிரேக் போய்டப்பானா. இல்ல ராமன் one second. கிரி நீ ஒரு வருஷம் இந்த வருஷம் முடிஞ்ச பிறகு என்னென்ன பண்ணினோம் என்னென்ன பண்ணலங்கிறது let them digest let them come back. என்னென்ன பண்ணலாம், இன்னும் நல்லா பண்ணலாங்கிறத அவ let them come out with plans.
Oh, I will. Who was
They will have
JK?
அப்ப 1 hour, 2 hours, 2 years அப்புறம் மட்டும் நீங்க ஓடி போங்க.
இல்ல ராமனுக்கே இன்னும் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் 6 months பயமா தான் இருக்கு, யோசிச்சுட்டு தான் இருக்காரு. அதுவே ஜூம் தான் சப்ஸ்கிரிப்ஷன் எக்ஸ்டெண்ட் பண்ணும்போது.
ராமா ஷூரா ராமனுக்கு வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லேடி அவ வைஃப் வந்து she will not miss. But Rajshri, I know very well she misses all the meetings.
I know.
See, my wife will not really be part of all this because given her type of work and nature.
Given a chance, Rajshri, myself and Sudha would like to be a president again. I'll doubt Vanda.
Thank you so
really
much.
love doing that. But
so
Naga, we really enjoy all our
yeah.
physical music. I know pretty well you guys really miss it. You should make it. Raja.
Thank you so much. Thanks Ignatius for the fantastic session. Thanks President Giridhar for organizing.
Thank you so much.
Rajesh.
I'm also leaving. Bye-bye.
Thanks PDG Raja for
Thank
your
you so much. Thank you,
engaging
Ignatius.
presence today. Thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Speaker. Thank you so much.
Giri Rajshri Jayanti had mentioned something in the chat box for you. Also appreciating you, and also CM உங்களுக்கு 120 years wish பண்ணிருக்காங்க ஜெயந்தி அதுல. Very good. Bye bye. Nice.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Bye Shri. Bye.
Bye.
Bye Rash. Bye.